Hi, Daisy. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today after I know it's been about a week since our last session?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of the same, I think. I don't know. I'm exhausted. Just feel like I'm in survival mode most days.
Yeah? What's that feel like for you?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like I'm always like waiting for something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I, I feel like I'm always doing things wrong. Um I'm trying to just like manage every aspect of life, just like waiting for something bad to happen. And I'm
Yeah,
just exhausted.
that's fair. And I know I said last time, and I want to just reiterate this, that if I ever ask a question that's too hard for you, or that you just think you're not comfortable answering for whatever reason, you can just let me know, hey, I don't want to answer that, or you can even just shake your head no. I'll get the picture. Just want to make sure
Oh,
you know that you have that choice.
thank you. Yeah,
I
I
do want to ask. Oh, I'm
mhm.
so sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like I'm ready to talk about things, so but I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to force anything out of you. So whatever I can do. But that being said, I did want to ask a little bit more. Um, you kind of gave me some, I'll say some idea of what brought you in here. You gave me more of a general sense, I would say, more than anything. And I guess what I'm really wondering is just if there was any specific incident you mentioned with your ex-husband, how there was some not so good stuff going on. I just didn't know if there was any maybe one event that led to you thinking, hey, this is why I need to go to therapy for, get some help for.
Yeah, I think it's more like, even though I've been, safe for several years now, it was just like the ongoing daily um just life with my ex-husband. It was like I was literally always just walking on eggshells. He
Mm,
had outbursts all the time. He was violent. He's punched holes in the walls and screaming, and you never knew what would set him off. I think I mentioned he was a heavy drinker. So he's like unpredictable. And, I tried to paint this picture to the rest of the world that everything was fine. And so I feel like sometimes, like, I tried to make myself believe everything was fine, but feel like in doing that, like, I don't accurately like describe how horrible it really was. Like, I still feel on edge even though it's been years, even though I'm in a safe relationship now. You know,
mhm.
I just feel like I'm always looking over my head, like waiting for an outburst to happen. And I just want to feel safe. I want to feel content. I'm loved now, genuinely, and I wanna believe that for myself, but it almost feels like my ex led me to believe that I'm not worthy of that, and I'm just I don't know, I'm tired of being afraid and being ashamed and anxious and doubting myself and
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. Can
Mhm.
I ask, where did you feel, within yourself? Did you feel that was hard for you? Did you feel any tightness in your stomach or anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely in my chest, and, I feel like my shoulders are always, like, super tense.
Yeah.
And, so, like, whenever I'm, like, reminded or something or, like, something's brought up or I just, like I'll just get, like, these waves and I'm just, like I just feel like I just, like, clench up, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that can be very difficult to deal with that physical stress that comes along with it.
Yeah, and even just, like, sleeping, I feel like I just can't stay asleep. I don't know, I just falling asleep, staying asleep. I'm just so exhausted.
Has that been going on for a while now, would you say? Or is that recent?
No, I feel like it's just been going on forever. I don't even think in my tired mind I could tell you how long it's been going on. I
Yeah,
just
too long.
too long for sure.
Yeah. I'm thinking, listen to what you're saying, and there's some stuff that's standing out to me. And I wonder um if you would be willing to just answer some questions. There's a questionnaire they called the PCL-5, and I think it can kind of relate to the kind of struggles that you're talking about dealing with. And it's about 20 questions, and it would just help me gauge kind of where you're at a little more in depth. And some of the questions, they're not super invasive, but if you ever feel, just want to reiterate, if you ever feel uncomfortable with any of them, just let me know.
Okay.
But is that something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, yeah. No, I can do that.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So then I'll just jump right into it then, if I
Okay.
may. Um, I'll start with this. So let me kind of go over the parameters. Like I said, about 20 questions. It's on a scale of 0 to 4, each question. So it goes from 0, not at all, to 4, extremely. I'll ask how much, in the past month, how much you've been bothered by any given thing. And you just say if it's been not at all, a little bit, somewhat, a lot, or extremely
Okay.
on a scale of 0 through 4. And if you ever have a question about that, just ask.
Okay.
Are you feeling ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So in the past month, how much were you bothered by repeated unwanted memories of the stressful experience?
In the past month, I'd say quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think-
How about repeated disturbing dreams of the experience?
I don't I don't really have a lot of dreams, just more like my sleep is impacted.
Okay.
But I have had dreams. So, I mean, I don't want to say not at all because I have. So maybe we'll just say like a 1.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever feels right or most accurate. How about feeling or acting as if the stressful event was happening again, or like you were back reliving it?
I feel like that's a lot. I wish it wasn't. I wish I could just relax, but I like will just forget that I'm not living in that nightmare of that marriage anymore. And so yeah, I would say a lot.
Okay. Uh, Feeling upset when something reminded you of the experience.
Yeah, extremely. I definitely
So how are you feeling now? Are you just want to check in?
I'm okay. I it just thinking about it makes me upset though. I hate that I have to continue even after the divorce, even though I'm free from it, that I have to still like carry like his issues around with me. It just feels so unfair. But here I am. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
some help from that.
You know what they always say, baby steps are still steps. So it's just
Yeah,
important to take it one day at a time.
I appreciate
And
that.
you're not alone. You got me now, and you have your supports and your family.
Absolutely.
All right, are you good to if I ask you another one?
Yeah, yep.
Ask, all right, we're about quarter of the way through. Having Have you been bothered by having a strong physical reaction when you're being reminded of the stressful event?
Yeah, I definitely start feeling my heart racing.
Okay. Do you think a
So
3 or maybe a 4?
I'd say like a 3.
Okay. Have you been bothered by trying to avoid thinking or feeling anything about the event?
I mean, I definitely try to avoid it. I just feel like my brain doesn't always agree with me.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, you know, I don't like to be reminded of him at all. Just seeing his, you know, name come up or something with the kids. Any of it, I try to just not talk about
Yeah.
it. So quite a bit. Yeah, I'd say quite a bit.
Okay. Uh, what about avoiding external reminders? Places, conversations, situations, objects?
Yeah, like I won't drive by, I won't go down the road that he lives on just because
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, I'll take the long way.
Yeah. I hear that.
So I mean, I do that. I don't have to go that way that often. We'll say like, once in a while. Sometimes,
Okay, so maybe a 2 for that one.
yeah, I think a 2 feels good for that.
Okay. Any trouble remembering important parts of the no? All right. I hear you. What about strong negative beliefs about yourself, other people, or the world in general?
Yeah, I would say definitely a lot, I feel like he's kind of like put this idea in my mind of like men in general. I just, makes me feel like I can't trust them even
Yeah.
when and I hate that though, because I know that there's so many good people um, and he definitely makes me feel I still like to just replay the things in my head that he said about me. So I would, yeah, that's definitely up there. I would say a 3 or a 4 with
Whatever
that.
feels right to you.
Can I do a 3.5?
Why not? Why not? Have you been bothered by blaming yourself or someone else for what
Yeah,
happened? Yeah.
extremely. I mean, I chose him, right?
We didn't choose that,
No, but
but I hear you. Having strong negative feelings such as fear, anger, guilt, shame.
a lot of guilt, a lot of guilt and shame. I'd say like a 3. I hate the things put my kids through. Wasn't,
Yeah.
it's not their fault. And so I feel a lot of guilt for that.
You felt loss of interest in activities you used to enjoy doing.
Um, no, I would say no.
Okay.
Luckily, most of like the things that I enjoyed didn't include him, so they're not like
Okay.
tainted by the memory of him. I had my own interests that he wasn't a part of, so I'm able to keep doing them without having to think about him.
Yeah. Okay. Have you felt or been bothered by feeling cut off or distant from other people at all?
Um, Besides his family, no. No, I still got my
Okay.
people and I got my supporters, so.
That's important.
Mhm.
Have you had trouble experiencing any positive feelings?
I can feel happiness and joy, but it's definitely clouded right now, and it's
Mhm.
like a cycle, right? Like I want to be happy about things, but then, I start remembering things or I get into like my little spinning thing, and then I feel guilty that I'm like not enjoying the things I should be enjoying.
Yeah,
Um
absolutely.
so yeah, I mean, I would say like a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we are on a home stretch. Have you been bothered by any irritable behavior or angry outbursts or any overall aggressiveness?
I mean, no, I'm not aggressive. Um, but definitely
Okay.
irritable. But I wonder if, like, I'm just, like I said, I'm so tired all the time and I'm just
Yeah.
sick of living like this. So yeah, I can pretty irritable. Um, we'll say like a 2. I'll put myself at a 2.
Okay. Have you felt that you've been taking too many risks or doing things that might cause harm to
No,
yourself? No.
no.
Have you felt like, yes, you felt like you've been super alert, right? How would you rate that as that's been bothering you?
Yeah, I'm definitely super alert. I would put that at like I want to say 3.5 because um, I'll say a 3.
We can say 3.5 if you want.
Okay.
Have you felt jumpy or easily startled?
I do, quite a bit actually. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say quite a bit, a 3.
Okay. Have you had difficulty concentrating on anything?
Yeah, my focus has definitely struggled, at work. I just find myself kind of zoning off and I put myself at like a 2.
Okay. And then the last one, you mentioned having trouble falling and staying asleep. Would you say it's
Yeah,
bothering you? Yeah.
yep, I'm at a 4 there, the like
Okay.
something about the quiet of the night, like my head just starts spinning and thinking of everything. So yeah, that's definitely a 4.
All right. Well, that's all the questions. And now that we've gone through that, I want to just see how you're feeling. Do you feel like that took a lot out of you? Do you feel like where are you feeling at in your body?
I'm feeling a little tense, but I'm feeling a little hopeful too. I'm glad to be here and to be talking about it and taking those baby steps you mentioned.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking them with me. Is there anything you feel like you need as we're wrapping up here?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
Well, that's all right. If you at any point feel like you do need something, please don't hesitate to reach out if there's anything I can do for you. And thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in today.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for bearing with me on those questions.
It was okay. We got through it.
We did. Yeah, same time next week sound okay to you?
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. Well, thank you and have a good week.
All right. Thank you. You too.